It's frankly a wonder to see how such a palace and triumph of appointment could be so rapidly turned over into an efficient medical facility supporting the greatest war we've ever known.
Well, do I have a surprise for you? Welcome everybody down to the Regal Suite. This is like the first class, top of the top kind of suite on board. Rank does come with its privileges. This suite, though partially stripped, still retains some of its luxuries. It would likely have been occupied by officers of the Royal Army Medical Corps. So here would be the initial sitting area. You'd have a sitting room with a table, chairs, you'd have tea, and all the luxuries of that kind of come with it. In here, officially, at first, I thought that this was a washroom. It is not. This is actually where you'd have tea made. This is, again, a service quarters. It's kind of like a small kitchen, but there's no stove, obviously. But it did have access to water for boiling purposes. Let's head through here. We've already seen that. One lone bench here on the wall. And let's actually head through here. Let's actually continue on our way. Whoop. Don't touch that door. Don't touch that door. In here, I do believe was the bathroom, but I'm going to try to sneak in here without touching that.
One could get lost in their own cabin on this ship.
Exactly. This is huge compared to, especially even modern day cruise ships. Again, a lot of the pieces were already installed for her actual service, so you might as well have kept it there instead of stripping it out. Even just down to the detail of the screws that are in the wall. This is nice. Stuff to say that. Very nice. Alright, so we got the wainscot on the wall. Don't get stuck behind the door. Nothing hidden back there, right? And see, I knew that this was going to happen. Okay. So it's bringing us now to the grand staircase. And that's why I was trying to be very careful around the icon.
The pipe organ.
Because what has
the
happened...
The beautiful wood paneling.
Oh, Robin,
the question young man.
Robin.
The one comfort.
Robin. Shh. Okay. So, the problem that is with this game, I really enjoy this game, but I do feel like...
a wonder to see how such a palace and
I'm not going to talk over you, Robin. I'll wait.
Could be so rapidly turned over into an efficient medical facility supporting the greatest war we've ever known.
Okay, so that is the problem with this game. I'm not saying that I felt like it was rushed. Every game's got bugs. But this has happened to me more than once when I was exploring on my own through this ship. You got anywhere in the vicinity of these exit points, you were going out them. So it becomes kind of frustrating, especially if you're trying to keep a flow, to have that keep happening. But of course, then we have 2 quarters in here, which is amazing compared to what it was. You just have 2 beds and even a little desk. To, again, only have 2 people in here. In wartime, I feel like you could have fit at least 5 in here. Again, this is for upper people. Just cheaply put in banister for curtains. And through, again, I'm going to call these now the whiskey cabinets. Head on through. Ooh, you do, man, talk about perks. Oh my goodness. What? Okay, so we've got some guns stored here just in case.
Now it's time for you to have some real fun.
Robin, I'm worried about you. Now, I'd love to be able to know the rest of Robin's story. Now, Robin, I hope, is actually still going to be in the gameplay for Titanic Honor and Glory when it actually gets to come out. Again, I don't think there's anything hidden for us to be able to see, but I still want us to take every square inch that we possibly can. Again, you know, yes, you're coming back from war or you're going to war, but to be able to just sit here and enjoy the ocean, that seems like a pretty good perk to me. Alright, coming through a little desking table. I really wish I could zoom in and read this because, again, they put everything in here detailed-wise for a reason. Again, I can't do anything to get that object closer. Coming in here, of course, you've got another split bedroom. 2 beds, just the same. I assume they actually have their own facilities as well. Let's go take a look. Yes, okay, so they even get their own bathroom as well, which usually included its own shower. So talk about a perk. But this is the Regal Suite. Let's take one step down to B deck, and let's go check out the Georgian Suite.
We're an extra deck down from the Regal Suite. I wonder who'd be occupying this cabin. Wounded officers, RAMC, perhaps the nurse matron, or Mr. Robin Darcy.
Okay, Robin, we get it. Okay, so now we're down on C deck. This is the Georgian Suite. And yet again, still slightly stripped down, but look at the beds. So the beds obviously were still in this room at that point. It's just fascinating. What was a sitting room is now used as a cabin for 2 servicemen. Again, talk about the space that you're given for being a serviceman. Now, something I do have a question for is these metallic upside down T's. They seem metallic because they seem to have a shine on them. If I go back and forth, it looks like a little mirror. I would love to be able to know what that is. So if anybody happens to be watching this from the development team, let me know, because I know that they are on both bed sides. And, you know, they're not light switches because the light switches are here. So just little things that I would like to know. Let's see, we're going to pop in here to another bedroom. Again, the amount of beauty that you get for, you know, doing your service is incredible. Whoop. This cabin would likely be occupied by officers of the Royal Army Medical Corps or nurses of the Volunteer Aid Detachment. While the paneling and decor are stripped, much of the White Star Line first-class furniture for some of the more basic cabins remained in use. This I would not call basic. This is fantastic. This is amazing. Again, just 2 servicemen. Again, the T's on the wall. I want to know what they are. Regardless, let's pop this way. Don't touch that door. Lots of switches, but definitely do not go near that door. Let's pop back out here. We got anywhere else to explore? Nope, that's it. Alright. Now, there's vacant and vacant, so I'm assuming that one's probably a washroom and one's probably a water closet. I would not know, but hopefully in the eventual final build of this, we will actually be able to find out what that is. But imagine still, the amount of room, even if you're sharing it with 4 people, this is a lot. Oh, excuse me, sorry, the morning seems to be catching up with me. Feeling very tired. Let us now head off to our next destination within the ship, which I believe is going to be the pool on board. No words, Robin?
I'm glad to see the pool is still being used. The Britannic deserves some joy in these dark years.
Exactly. So we're not able to go take a step outside. I think we get to see that when we're on the actual fitted out ship version as we do our walkthroughs. One thing that I would like to know as well, just because I was talking a little bit ago about the things of this game being rushed, another thing that seems to plague me, I'm going to hit options here really quick, is that the main menu, this menu is not fitted. It's missing its icons. They're there on the home page. But the other thing that I have found for like mouse sensitivity, let's turn these down to 50 because you can see that it kind of jerks around. I'm going to hit apply. I'm going to hit back. And we're here. I'm going to go in now to options. Mouse sensitivity has gone back up to 1. I've tried this in almost everything. I've tried it, in the main menu, and I've tried it here, and again, it doesn't work. So yet again, that's a bug I'd like to see changed. I'm not saying that the game was rushed, but there's just little things that I'd love to be able to see taken care of. Now, if you look, the mouse sensitivity seems a little bit better, but again, it could be a little bit smoother, because it's jerky, so I'm trying to go slow for you all. But enough of that, let's enjoy some of the beautiful work here, like the actual tile work that's inside that we actually have reference to because things have been taken away from this actual sinking. Now, what I like about these, I'm just curious about these cages because I was looking at the plumbing. You've got the, water coming in, the hot and the cold, which is fascinating anyway. It's just the amount of detail they have here. I'm curious, and I'm almost certain, that this cage that's around you is literally meant to keep you in place while you're at sea. That's what my assumption is, and I think I'm going to stick with it. Basic stools, again, these are not fitted out. These are just bare basic walls, painted white for the war effort, but you did have the ability to use the pool. Again, down to the tile work, and up. Just the amount of exposed ship, which is amazing because nowadays you can actually see parts of ships like this and nobody bats an eye. It's kind of fascinating. Alright, what do you say over here? While the decor of the Britannic's pool room was not installed during her fateful crossing, the pool itself was functional. Stewardesses recollected swimming in it shortly before the disaster, which has got to be terrifying. But again, I always find it fascinating.
Maybe I can get some laps in before the ship departs for Lemnos.
What I do find fascinating about the pool being inside enclosed, it's a pool inside of a steel can, inside of pretty much a bigger pool. So I find that really fascinating. Can we go into the water? Oh, we can. Oh, we can even hear the water. Okay. Oh, take a deep breath, I guess, Robin. Okay, so we can't go up or down, but we can kind of actually marvel at the pool. I do love the blue tile. And again, just some of the laps. But again, just looks beautiful, even to the staircase going in and out. Well, you know what? While Robin said it, let's take a couple laps. Let's go. 1. Come on, walk faster, Robin. Lap. Back. And another lap. There you go. You got a couple of man. I'll give it to them to their water distortion. Not even gonna try to read that while we're in the water. Let's come out instantly dry. Fantastic. Let's see, what do we have? Due to the Britannic's double bottom being raised, the casing extends up into the pool area. The outer walkway that was present on both Titanic and Olympic was removed to accommodate this. So it's just taking away the side of the pool yet again in terms of safety. So that actually makes sense to me. But again, just so much beauty here. Very, very happy to see all of this. But you know what? That's the last area for us to see on Her Majesty's hospital ship. Royal Majesty's Hospital Ship, RMHS. Yes. Except now we get to go to a free camera for the outside. That's how we're going to end this video. And then the next video, we are actually going to have the chance to walk around the deck of the Britannic as it was on the day that it sank. It's not going to be the sinking video. Don't get your hopes up. That's going to be in another one. But let's head us outside, and we'll be able to see the actual ship in all of its glory. And there she is, everybody. The Britannic, as she was seen for the last time. Of course, you've got her white body, green stripe, and red cross to indicate her service. She's going to take a long look through here on her beauty all the way around. Really got to give a lot of props to Titanic Honor Glory and everybody who's had, the process of working with the Britannic and just bringing all of this to life and just giving us snippets, really, of what they are capable of. So I'm really excited to be able to see all of that. Let's head down the starboard side now, get a little bit closer look. Of course, you've got extended gangways, kind of like a little pilot boat. The actual Red Cross itself. Now, what I do remember, let's head over to this one really quick. And yeah, so it's even down to detail of the amount of light bulbs that are inside. Yet again, just fascinating amount of detail that they put in. And just how dirty she was. Yet again, you'd keep it painted. Well, I'm going to put quotes around that. You'd keep it painted and looking good. Not necessarily, actually. A lot of places did not take super great care of ships back in the day. You paint them, and unless you're going to do a complete refurbishment, you just let them rust because it wasn't worth the money to repaint them. Nowadays, ships try to keep themselves clean and presentable for higher rated cruise lines, I should say. Again, just look at this. This is just amazing. Just get a fly over here. of the boat deck, which we get to walk in next episode, so we're really excited about that anyway. But this just feels like you're able to walk around with a model. Walk around with a model of the ship, which is what we love. Well, it's what I love, I should at least say. Sadly enough, that's the morgue on the aft of the ship. Rear of the ship. Where am I this morning? I don't even know where I am this morning. Oh my god. Not bad on particle work either. Just gotta enjoy coming through. That's safe. I just noticed that. Hold on, go down a little bit. Huh. I wonder if there's a reason for that. You know what I mean? That just feels a little strange and intentional. Obviously, because it's not, you know, it's actually set up to be that way. Alright, take a look, looking through. Nothing else really to see. Thing is, the sun is going down because there is a day and night time feature here, and I want you guys to be able to see this at night. So we're actually going to wait for nighttime as it starts to come, as the sun starts to set, because I want you to be able to see this ship lit up in all of its glory. Oh, there goes the sun. We're starting to set. But we'll come back, we'll pop back in with the Britannic set up for nighttime travel, and you guys will be able to enjoy the exterior at night. Sorry about that mouse movement. Again, sensitivity's not great. Beautiful northern lights above us as we walk on the ship. Well, outside of the ship, I should say. And of course, those red crosses lit up bright, an extension light brought over to light up that white cross. Again, the amount of detail gone into some of this lighting. Whoa! Look at that thing haul. Again, beautiful. I want to be able to. Oh my god, it's so bright. And then, of course, the green strip of lights on the exterior as well. I love these little boxes that they're built in as too. I just think they're awesome. So again, here she be. And I love that we finally get to see these ships lit up at night. I think that is a great addition to the game itself. And you can also see in every window, by the way. It might not be super detailed, but it gives life to it as we kind of drone ourselves around the ship. Just a last lack of words, really. It's just splendid. It's beautiful. Cruising will never be the same. I eventually want to get on some canard ships to be able to feel that kind of regal-esque feel. Let's go through the boat deck one more time. Just to be able to take it in at night. And that's where we're going to call it for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed what you saw, we do try to upload every day here on the channel. And if you want to follow us around, we're on Instagram. Those links are down there in the description below. Trying to get back into that, I promise. But really, this has been a great experience so far, and I'm really excited to see where it's going to go next. But of course, we're going to walk the deck in the next episode. So make sure you tune in for that. But with that, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.